How's it going, Chad? Good to see you again. Just how are you feeling? How good does it feel to be back out there, especially after all the injuries you've had?
It feels real good. It's been real hard. Like recently, just trying to get back healthy and stay healthy and everything of that nature. But it's been real good getting out there and getting to enjoy my teammates and just be around them and what we got going on.
Are you 100%?
Yes, sir.
Chad, where are you kind of repping right now, and how comfortable do you kind of feel in this offense through, I guess, 4 days of camp?
I'm kind of fighting for like reps, but we got a lot of competition going on. So it's really like undetermined right now. It's just a whole lot going on. We're all just competing for whatever we can do in the offense and whatnot.
How comfortable do you feel just in the reps you've been able to have?
I feel pretty comfortable.
Chad, obviously you guys have had a couple of different coaches in your time this year. Just what's it been like, working with a new coaching staff, and where do you feel like this room is just at with that competition piece and having that kind of day to day?
Can you ask that one more time?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, you guys have had different staffs around this program. Just with the new staff and Coach Stepp and kind of what you guys have in that receiving room and the competition that you guys have had. What's this year been like? How would you kind of describe what it's been like? Through the fall, through the spring, and how is it different, the same, if either?
Got you. It's been really like competitive, and one thing that I've noticed is as one of us gets better, it's like it's not just one person. We're kind of moving forward like together as a unit, and we all kind of like pick up things from each other, and we just try to get better as a unit. So the room has like improved a whole lot. So yeah, that's been real good for us.
Chad, inside the offensive room, just what is the overall expectation amongst you guys? When you consider, we know Kevin is sitting right now with an injury, but you got Marshawn back, you got yourself back, you got some guys that have missed time over the last year, 2 years with injuries, just kind of being healthier now than kind of maybe you've been in the past. What is the expectation amongst you guys in the offensive room?
Are you asking as far as like
Performance,
um,
efficiency.
always 110%, and I would say like we try to be as accomplished as we can. Like we try to have the least amount of mental errors, everything of that nature. We try to just flow as smooth as possible without mistakes, and that's kind of our expectation.
Chad, what are the early returns on this offense for you? How do you feel like it's operating right now, and what are the receivers kind of being asked to do maybe in comparison to years past?
Um, I wouldn't say it's much different from the past. We're still being asked to like obviously go and make plays, win one-on-one battles, stuff of that nature. I wouldn't say much has changed where we put a lot more emphasis on just like the little things like ball security, making sure we're in the right position to block so we can run the ball well, stuff of that nature. But as far as what we're asked to do, it hasn't changed much. It's still about the same it always has been.
Chad, obviously with the injury stuff the last few years, I guess, was there a point where you weren't sure whether you might play football again? And if so, just, what was that like working back from those? And how did you kind of take to that rehab?
There was a point where I did feel like it was questionable whether or not I'd be able to play again. And I mean, I knew that I would be able to. It was just the fact that everything I was going to have to go through to get there. And I kind of just got to one day where I was just like real tired of it and tired of not being able to be out there and stuff like that. So I just like started doing everything I could, and I started seeing like a little bit of light, and it just got better and better. So yeah.
Chad, I know it's only day 4, but who are some of the guys that have kind of made plays or kind of caught your eye over the course of the last 4 days? Doesn't have to be receivers, but just some of the guys you've noticed.
All in all, I can't really say anybody specific. It's really been like our whole offense. It's just like if someone messes up or anything of that nature, like we just pick them up and then they might go and make a play the next play. Like it's kind of been like all over the place. Like everybody's been able to like make a play here and there.
Kind of going back to recovering with all the injury stuff, just how did you, where would you say your confidence is at right now? And how have you built it back up from that point? You know, did you lean on somebody? You know, was it a personal thing? Just how did you get to that point?
I would definitely say my confidence is like as high as it's ever been, really like a 10. But I had my grandma was like there for me, and she helped help pick me up and like made sure if I was ever feeling down about it, she kind of like would just talk to me and be there for me, and then the rest of my family and a lot of people in the trainer's room and stuff, they were just like were very, very helpful and like always helped me stay positive with everything I had going on. So, and this new coaching staff, like when they got here, it was like kind of my first time really getting to touch the field again and stuff like that, and actually get to like run around a whole lot, and they were very positive and helpful with that. So that's really been it.